Hi everyone, today we are going to do paper 2. It is writing. You have to write 2 essays in paper 2. Paper 2 is only 1 hour, but in that 1 hour you have to write 2 essays, part 1 and part 2. Let's look at the marks given to this section. Part 1 A, that is the first question. It is 20 marks. Part 2B, the second question, is also 20 marks. So we have a total of 40 marks for this paper. Let's look at part 1, which carries 20 marks. In part 1, that means the first question, you should spend about 25 minutes in this part. Do not take more time because the second question is a long essay. This is only a short one. Let us read this short note here. Read the message from your English-speaking friend, Alex. Hi, I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. I could do cooking, cycling, or painting, or maybe something else. What should I do? Let me know what you think, Alex. In about 80 words, write a message to Alex giving some advice. This is the first question, and you must remember some important points before you attempt writing. The first thing is you must read the instructions carefully. Read it once and then read it the second time. Number 2, read the short text in the box carefully. Take note of what you need to write. Find keywords to help you. It is a short essay, about 80 words. So you do not want to add in any irrelevant point that will not give you any marks. So there is no need for you to write, "How are you? I hope you are fine." This is irrelevant and wasting time. Please remember not to count the number of words. Another effort that is wasted. 80 words is about half a page or 3/4 of a page. Do not write too long. Make it within 80 words or slightly more. Sweet, simple, and every point is well developed. And all these are written in one paragraph. Part 2. This is your second question. It is also 20 marks. You should spend about 35 minutes in this part. Yes, spend a little bit more time here because this is a long essay. Let's read through this sample question. In your class, you have been talking about celebrations. In about 120 words, write an essay about a celebration you enjoy. You may use the notes below to help you. 120 words, much longer than the first question. And look at the word celebration. Celebration can mean anything. Can mean birthday, can mean wedding, can mean a success. And you may use the notes below to help you. The word may means you can choose to use all the notes there to help you in your writing, or you may not want to use them, or maybe you can just pick some and use. I hope you understand. Let's look at this sample question. This is a mind map and the topic is a celebration you enjoy. Here are 6 notes. You can choose to use all the 6 notes to help you in your writing, or you can choose to use half or some notes, or you can choose not to use. But my advice is do use the notes so that you will not leave out any points. I hope you understand the guidelines here. Points to remember when you attempt question 2. First, your essay is about 120 words, so it is quite long. But please remember, you do not need to count the number of words. If you do, you're wasting precious time. 120 words is about 1 to 1.5 pages. Do not write more than 2 pages. You will make more mistakes, and this will affect your marks. Always try to write between 3 to 4 paragraphs. It is not a 1-paragraph essay. I repeat, not a 1-paragraph essay. The 1 paragraph is only in question 1. Your content points must be appropriately organized since there are so many paragraphs. That means you have to plan your essay before you attempt the question. Let's discuss how we can plan our essay. There are many ways. Some of us will just scribble notes, but I would suggest that you try mind map or, in this case, placemat. Both are similar, it's just that the arrangement is slightly different. And to help us to write our essays, I would suggest that you use WH questions. Now, look at this placemat. In the center is the topic, grandfather's birthday. First paragraph, when was the occasion? Who planned it? Where was the occasion celebrated? What was the occasion? Second paragraph, how did you plan it? Who planned it with you? What did you do? Who were invited? Third paragraph, who came? What was the feeling? What was the atmosphere? Fourth paragraph, sum up the essay. What you have learned from this celebration. Okay? This is the first paragraph of the essay. And here I have some WH questions to help me to write this first paragraph. Let us read through. Last week was my grandfather's 80th birthday. Therefore, all of us decided to celebrate it. We chose a nice restaurant that was good with Western food. The reason was because grandfather loved black pepper chicken chop. So on Sunday evening at 6 p.m., we all went to David Restaurant. If you notice, some of these sentences here actually answer the WH questions. For example, when was the occasion? Last week. Where was the occasion celebrated? David Restaurant. What was the occasion? Grandfather's 80th birthday. Remember, you can write more WH questions so that you will be better guided in writing the essay. If you notice also, I have underlined 3 words. Therefore, because, so. These words are called linkers or connectors. These words are very important because marks are given when you use them appropriately. Remember, if you can help it, do not repeat using these linkers or connectors. Paragraph 2. Here I have also WH questions to help me in my writing. Let us read through paragraph 2. My brother and I sat down to plan for the birthday celebration. We wanted to invite as many friends as well as relatives to make this occasion a grand one. We wanted to make grandfather happy. However, it was not easy making the plan because my parents had a different idea. They wanted to celebrate it in the house, which we disagreed. We even fought over what type of cake to buy. At last, my younger sister won. She said grandfather loved banana cheesecake. Hence, we bought what grandfather loved. In this second paragraph, I have used cohesive devices, which are however, at last, hence. And I have also used connectors so that the whole idea is linked, and as well as because, which are connectors. Remember to use them, and remember, try not to repeat the connectors or the cohesive devices. Paragraph 3. Please pay special attention to this paragraph. Let's begin. At 5 p.m. in the evening, grandfather was already in his best. We teased him for it was still too early to go to the restaurant. But grandfather was very excited. We all left for the restaurant soon after. By the time we reached the restaurant, we found that everyone had arrived. They came to wish him happy birthday. Suddenly, we heard the birthday song played over the PA system. We all joined in, singing as loud as we could. In addition, some of the cousins even danced to the song. Not long after, food was served. Everywhere was loud laughter and toasting of grandfather's good health. There are three important points to note here. Number one, I have used connectors as well as cohesive device, but not many. It is still good because the ideas are connected. There is a flow. You understand. The reader is able to understand. Number two, restaurant is repeated 3 times. This is not good because this will affect your marks. Now, how do you know not to repeat words? It is reading aloud after you have written. When you read aloud, you will be able to see it clearer that you have made errors in your writing. And number 3, let's look at the WH questions. What was the feeling? What was the atmosphere? When you read this paragraph, you will get a sense of happiness. You will feel happy. You will feel grandfather was so excited and so was everyone. So the choice of words is very important. You do not necessarily need to use the word happy. Grandfather was happy. Everybody was happy. Everybody was singing loudly because they were happy. Please do not use the word happy too often if you want to use it. But when you write your essay in this way, the feeling of happiness, the feeling of the atmosphere can be felt very clearly. In the last paragraph, always remember to sum it up and tell what you have learned. It can be an advice too. Let's read. It was really a good and happy occasion to celebrate grandfather's birthday. It brought everyone together, friends and relatives whom we seldom meet or whom we have not met for a long while came. Grandfather was indeed happy. Thus, it was a worthwhile effort to celebrate his birthday. This was summing up as well as giving opinion and to tell us what this writer has learned from this celebration. People get together. Now I will tell you how an essay is marked. It is marked under 4 descriptors: content, communicative achievement, organization, and language. I will go through each descriptor in detail as we progress in our lesson. This is the assessment scales. Please pay careful attention here because here you will know how marks are being awarded to you. The marks range are from 0 to 5. Please look at the top right hand corner. C. Content, 5 marks. CA. Communicative achievement, 5 marks. O. Organization, 5 marks. L. Language, 5 marks. A total of 20 marks. This means that 20 marks is divided equally among the 4 descriptors. Let's look at how you can be awarded 5 marks. Content. All content is relevant to the task. It means that whatever you have written, it is all connected to the topic. Target reader is fully informed. The reader fully understood what you have written. Communicative achievement. Your whole essay is so interesting that the reader's attention is captured. Organization. Your text is well organized and coherent, and you have used a variety of cohesive devices. Remember, cohesive devices are very important keywords for you to gain marks. In language, you have used a range of vocabulary, including less common lexemes appropriately. You use a range of simple and complex grammatical forms with control and flexibility. Occasional errors may be present, but will not impede communication. It means it will not impede understanding. I hope you have understood this clearly. Sometimes you are awarded 3 marks and you will feel disappointed and you will wonder why were you awarded 3 marks instead of 4 or 5. There are reasons. Now let's look at the reasons. In content, minor irrelevances means you have added content points that are irrelevant to the essay. For example, grandfather's 80th birthday, but you have added holiday. For example, you have gone for a holiday. If you are able to link grandfather's birthday and holiday, then you are fine. But sometimes you may forget to link, but you just merely mentioned you have gone for a holiday. It is of no importance in the birthday celebration. So it is minor irrelevant point. And you may even omit points that are important. That is why I encourage you to have mind maps or placemat and use WH questions so that you will not leave out any important points that are needed to be written inside your essay. Target reader is on the whole informed. Yes, the reader will get an idea of what you have written. In communicative achievement, there's nothing really so much to hold the target reader's attention because everything is normal and common, straightforward ideas, not an essay. Organization, generally well organized and coherent, and using a variety of linking words and cohesive devices. Some are being used. Some linking words and cohesive devices are being used. In language, you use a range of everyday vocabulary appropriately, with occasional inappropriate use of less common lexis. That means your vocab is not complex or interesting. It is just an everyday vocabulary, simple language. And sometimes even your words can be wrongly used. Here, your grammar will have more problems. That means your errors are more here. But errors still do not impede communication. But somehow it will affect understanding still. If you are awarded 1 mark in any of the descriptors, you will definitely feel very disappointed and you will wonder why you were awarded so little. Let's study the problem here. Content, irrelevances and misinterpretation of task. That means you did not understand the instructions or you have not read the instructions more than once. You have just read it and you quickly attempt the question. This is very dangerous because you can write out of point. And when you write out of point, misinterpreted the whole task, the reader will have difficulty understanding what you have written. In communicative achievement, you have written a very bland essay communicating straightforward ideas. Nothing interesting to capture the reader's attention. So you are awarded 1 mark. In organization, you use basic linking words and a limited number of cohesive devices. Remember, these are important words to be used that will give you better marks. In language, you use everyday vocabulary and some of the words are repeatedly used. Or in this case, it is said overusing. Can you remember the word restaurant? It was used 3 times. It is not good. It is called overusing. And when you overuse your words, that means you repeatedly use the same word, it will affect your mark and thus you are only given 1 mark. Grammar errors, full. So it is very difficult to understand. No doubt we can still understand what you have written, but we are not getting a real whole picture of what you are writing about. Now, if you are awarded 0 mark, it means you have totally written the whole essay out of point. Topic, for example, is grandfather's birthday, but you wrote about holiday. Isn't it totally different? And for this, you will be given 0 mark. And all the other descriptors, the marks will come down to 0 or 1. So be very careful when you attempt your question. Let me remind you, please read the instructions carefully. Make note of what you need to write by having WH questions as well as having a mind map or a place map so that you will not go out of point and so that you will have all the relevant points in your essay. It's homework time. You'll be given one short essay to write. This is the homework that I would like you to do. Let's read together. The subject is Trip to an Island. Hi Maria, I'm thinking of going for a trip to an island that I have not been before. Since you're staying in Terengganu, can you suggest one island that I can go and the activities that I can do there? Hannah, instruction. In about 80 words, write an email to Hannah telling her an interesting island that she can go to, and that island has lots of activities to do. I have emphasized some words and phrases. One island and the activities. These are important points to note when you write this essay. That means you suggest one name for the island and you suggest 2 to 3 activities that Hannah can take part in. Remember, this essay is about 80 words and in one paragraph. Instructions for your homework. Number 1. The index for this homework is email. Write the short essay in your E1 exercise book. If you don't have your E1 exercise book, please write it on an A4 paper. Then you email to me your work. It is important and it is a must. Please take note, my email is here. Attendance will be taken. I will mark your essay and email it back to you. We have come to the end of our lesson. I hope this session has helped you. Please take time to look through the whole session again so that you will have a better and deeper understanding of how to write your essay to achieve good marks. And with this, I wish you all the best. Have a pleasant day, everyone. Goodbye.